Hello. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a good start to their week. Happy to be here. Happy to see y'all. Welcome in. How's everyone doing for day 2 of our streamathon? Let's do it. I'm so excited. I had so much fun yesterday. We're going to dive into some of the fun challenges and stuff this morning. So I'm excited to start off today. We're going to start with the half-baked shell challenge. That way I can get the shell made, get it up on the gallery. If y'all are able and want to, work on it while I work on it, then we can work on it together. So that'll be really fun. And then we'll see where it goes from there. We might sneak in some building with some of the lots we worked on yesterday as well. So it just depends. I think it'd still be fun to do the roulette wheel a little bit. I don't want to work on the same thing all day. So if you're just tuning in for the streamathon, if you weren't here yesterday, I just want to go ahead and show up on the screen here. I'm on a different screen right now, so I might have to wait. But I do have the redemptions on my Twitch profile, so you can see on my panels toward the top, I have all of the things that we can redeem here. If you follow, you add 6 minutes to the timer. Viewers will add 30 seconds as they come in, so that's really fun. And then on top of it, subs do add some time. I'm not really advertising that though. But we went for 8 hours yesterday, which was a lot of fun. So much fun. And Mel already gifted us 5 gifted subs, and then Valorant tacked 1 on. So I went ahead and started the timer at 5 hours and 36 minutes today for that. So that's why it's a little bit higher than it was yesterday right off the bat. So excited to get into that a little bit. And then every hour that we add on to the streamathon is whenever we have a redemption. So I'll pull that up whenever we get to it, because I have a feeling we might get to it again. So it'll be exciting. But my mug of the stream for today, it's my little spiderweb mug. So this is a new one as well. Thank you. I think it was Mel who got this off of Throne for me. But it's gold. Super pretty. Love it. Great vibes. Great vibes. Oh, man. So, I don't know if y'all want to chat for just a few minutes, but I know I have so many mugs. It's a problem. I have a cute idea for way into the future. Way into the future. Where I might eventually have a display somewhere behind me with mugs, and I can, after a while, retire a mug so I don't use it anymore. It's just for display purposes. Just a waste of space, a waste of resources that I don't need to hold on to. But I like the idea that I feel like it would be a big deal. It is for me to never use a mug again. I don't know what the incentive would be for that, or how that would work, but I have the idea there that eventually we can start retiring mugs. But sounds kind of silly, but I feel like it would be a pretty fun thing to do. Yeah, I need more space. I need way more space. Or maybe a giveaway would be pretty cool too. Yeah, I mean, I could get mugs to give away. I don't know if y'all would want a mug that I've used. But, yeah, I'd do something fun. I would do something fun for that. Okay, well, let me get my game share going here. So we're gonna, I don't know why it takes a little bit longer to capture than it used to. We're just going to build in Newcrest. Again, just trying to stick with base game for this. Mia's doing really well, thanks for asking. She's living her best life. I think if we get a treat Mia today, I have a special extra treat for y'all regarding collars. Because we have some fall collars to get into, and y'all can pick one to put on her. I only pulled a couple, but I think that'd be really fun if we get a treat Mia today. So, we'll see. I don't know. I feel like I want to kind of keep it on a smaller, maybe the 30 by 20 lot would be fine. I think this would be fine. So getting into the half-baked challenge, if you're new here, half-baked challenge is kind of like your typical Sims shell challenge where you can't like change the walls and such, but there's an added layer to it where I add furniture. I might add a wallpaper or a tile or something. You can't change the stuff that I add. You can't move the furniture around. You can't change the swatch of it. You have to leave it as is. So it's like an added layer to it where it's more of like an also like a design challenge of some sort as well. So it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun. I think we've only done the half-baked challenge once. I thought we had done 2 of them, but I'm just thinking of our other shell challenges that we've done. So let's get started. I don't know. Let me just draw a box and get some inspo potentially as we get going here. I feel like I might leave it to be 1 story. I don't know if I want to do like a really big shell. I feel like really big shells are harder for some people who might feel intimidated to build, and I want to like make it as inclusive as we can. I like the idea of maybe doing something a little funky over here. I'll have to see. Maybe we could do like a little bump out like this. Just to add a little something something to it. Because with the half-baked shell challenge, it's about the shell, but it's also about more so on the inside what's going on. So it's less about just the shell. I don't want to do like a super challenging shell on top of the design aspect. I feel like this could be a pretty fun shell though. Now, the thing that's a little bit different from the typical shell challenges is that I do make a floor plan because I try to like think through if I put a rug here, like what could go here. If I put, you know, a cabinet here, what could go here. So I do put a predetermined floor plan, but you can make the rooms whatever you want. It just might depend on what furniture pieces I put where. And that's what makes it a bit more difficult in some ways. Okay, what if... Yeah, give you an awful rug and figure it out. Hey, Leo, welcome in. But like same thing applies, like you can add anything to the outside. You can do whatever you want. If you wanted to add a porch here, like you can do that. I don't know if I will or not before I upload it, but you can add half walls anywhere. Like it's fair game. You just can't add exterior walls to the existing shell is the main rule. However, it is all fun and games. So if you get super inspired to do something, by all means, just do it. It's not a big deal if you follow the rules to a T or if you bend them a little bit. It's just fun to see what y'all do with it at the end of the day. So let me get some lights in here. I think this is a decent shell. I think this is a nice sized shell. You know, it's kind of funny, but you could also have this be the front of the house. Either side would work. I mean, technically, I feel like almost any side could work. It'd just be a little funky on a couple of them. I want to get into the roof real quick first, though. Unless you want me to leave the roofing to y'all. I could leave the roofing to y'all. I might leave the roofing to y'all. Let's do that. Let's make that a little more. I know on the last half-baked shell challenge, I kind of did a good bit of the exterior. I might leave the roofing to y'all. Okay. Now, let's see what we can do on the inside, floor plan wise. Okay, so if I have, I'm thinking that this can easily be a bedroom. There. We could have this half also do that. You're a torturer. Roofs are hard. I think this one's pretty straightforward, though. I really do. The only tricky part is this, but they actually have roofs that fit these rooms perfectly, so I don't think it'll be too difficult. It might be a little tricky on how you line it up. I think it'll be fine. But I guess you never really know till you get into it. You never know. Okay, so I'm thinking bedroom, bathroom, like this is more the primary bedroom, second bedroom, bathroom, and then living space is over in this area. So I'm thinking, it depends on whatever I put down for the furniture, but I'm thinking this could be a little dining nook. Then have your living space here and your kitchen tucked back here. That's what I'm thinking. But again, it depends on what I get inspired by when I'm going through the catalog with base game and see what we end up putting. So let me turn my base game filter on. Hey, Super Buns, I love your name. So I'm currently doing a half-baked shell challenge. I'm currently working on a half-baked shell challenge. So it's like a shell challenge, except it's a half-baked idea. So I go ahead and kind of put a floor plan in with some furniture, random furnishings that you can't move and you can't change the swatch of. So it's like a design element to it where you have to make the colors work and the style work. So it's just got like an added layer of a challenge to it. But I make sure I only use base game whenever I'm doing it to upload to the gallery. You can use whatever packs you want after that, but just to make it accessible to everyone, I only use base game for the initial shell. So I'm not going to put a front door because honestly, I can see multiple places that you could make this work. You can rotate the shell if you want to. You can like do whatever you want. It's just like a normal shell challenge in that regard, except I do have a predetermined floor plan. You just can't take away anything that I have added. Let's see. This is gonna be fun. What if we go more in this direction? I used these from the latest SDX drop that we had at the time when we did this last time. What if we go with something more this style? Would it be too evil to have the door in the middle right here? And for Halloween's sake, maybe we do it like with a more spoofy. More spoofy vibes. Y'all are gonna hate this bathroom. I can tell you already because I know I'm gonna hate it. Oh no, ads. Not ads. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna give one tile there. I'm gonna have a little bit of a weird bathroom. I kind of like that. Do something a little funky. There we go. Ads should be over now. Hopefully they are anyway. Okay. I've got to make sure I always have base game on. I feel like these cabinets or these would go well with the style. I kind of like these with the style we have going on right now. I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put an end piece right there. I love this. This is going to be fun. I'm just going to, you know, would it be mean if I ended up doing something like, that? Would y'all get mad at me? Perfect. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. That's what makes it fun, right? That's what makes it fun. Let's see. If we're gonna do... No, I want something bigger. I wish we had a bigger round table. Like, I like this table. I don't know if it matches the vibe very well with what we have going on. I mean, I could still put a bigger table if I alt place it, but that's gonna be tight with chairs, so I don't really want to do that. I mean, to be fair, it's only 2 bedrooms, so it's not like we need a huge dining area. We could do a cute little nook. Ooh, let's do this one. And the thing is, well, I guess if I have it there, it does make it kind of hard to use otherwise. You could use this for something else. I have an idea in mind. You could use this for something else and put a dining space like right here or something. Or you can use this as a dining space and use this completely different, just depending on how you use the table. Let me see what rugs we have. I really like that rug there. I'm gonna put that there. So I will say really quickly too, if you're interested in doing the challenge, you can delete, you can remove these lights. Like, these don't have to stay. This is just so you can see inside the shell. That's one thing that you can delete. You don't have to keep the little saucer lights. Just FYI, in case that needed to be said. Okay, I want to figure out a floor. Maybe we can put... Oh. Did I accidentally take one out of that room, or did I not have one when I blocked that off? And I used the eyedropper tool. Base game. I'm gonna put that flooring in there. And then I'm going to grab carpet. You know, I've never used this before. It'd be interesting to see what people do with it. I'm putting it. Yeah, it makes me think of lava too. It makes me think of lava too. Okay. And then for wallpapers. Oh, that's cute, little penguins. So floor is literally lava, yeah. Right? Do we not have like a true black with this? It's like all just really dark brown. That stinks. I kind of want a black. Bum 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 bum. I remember using these in the townhomes. That's a tile. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe. If I get... I'm gonna have a brick wall in here. I'm only gonna do one of them. So you can carry it through the whole room if you wanted, or you can use this as an accent wall if you want. This one's kind of cool though. I like that one too. Beep bum, beam bum, beam bum, beam bum. That's interesting. I've never used that before. Never used this either. Bum. Bow wow. Bow dow dow. Bow dow dow. Bow. Bow bow. Okay, let me get... Thinking I'll get like a sofa of sorts, maybe. No. Love seat. Let's get something smaller. Have a little pop of color here. Think for a second. I want to keep it versatile enough to where you could do multiple options with a few things. So I don't want to like say my ideas out loud because I don't want to influence people in any way to make them think they have to do it a particular way. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that. Technically, that's centered there. I'm gonna leave that there. And then let me see. Don't you worry, the ideas are brewing. That's just what I want to hear. That's just what I want to hear. I'm like, I'm trying not to put too many things because I want y'all to have freedom, but I also want to, like, you know, do some interesting things, you know? I think personally, I think I did a little too much in the last one. I chose a lot of the, you know, a lot of wallpapers and such. I want to try one more rug. I don't know why, but like the reddy orangey tones, the red orangey tones is kind of what I'm going with right now. Oh, I already sized it down twice. I didn't realize that. 0.4. Make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna put that there. And then for the bathroom, what if I put the shower right here? I could be a little mean and put it there. Just to try to like think through. I mean, I could still picture how you do this very easily, but if I wanted to make it a little more quirky, I could do something like that. And put the door centered on the wall. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save. You're kind of a baddie today, aren't you? I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's all in good fun. Now, this is where I'm a little iffy because I don't want to predetermine for y'all the style outside. Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That's like the only window we get like that, though. We don't have other matching windows. It's a ton of swatches, though, color-wise, I'm sure. Should I do this? The one random, just leave one. Oh, that would be so mean, though. Like, you have to have a window there. What if I also put like one right here? And those are the only two windows I place. Yeah, just for funsies. Thanks for the save. What if I just put this one roof piece? So no matter what, y'all have to use this roof piece. How it's placed. I don't know. That might be a little too much. That might be a little too much. I don't want to like make it impossibly hard to roof. I don't think it would be. I honestly don't think it would be. Like if you copy this, well, I wouldn't want that piece there, I don't think. Yeah, because then you could just copy and paste that over, and that makes this part seamless. However you end up doing this side, you'd probably want to get a fully gabled piece there. Not a full, no, not there, to there. And then you could get the half gabled to fill this in and fill that in, and it'd be seamless and just fine. And pull this across. Because then you could also just bring it all the way down and have a covered porch on the back. And then just fill this part in. Yeah, so I feel like there are multiple ways you can make this work. This would be kind of funky, but if you bring it over, raise this up. No, not that. This. I'm clicking on it. I am clicking on it. Oh, wow. You'd have to raise that up pretty high, wouldn't you? That's a little funky. It's a funky monkey. What if I... I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm off my rocker today a little bit. This is funny. That's just really funny to imagine doing something like that. But honestly, you could just have this come off the front, delete this, and pull this back. And then lower that down. You have to fix the back, I guess. It would be a little tricky. If you line this up, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, and then you just have a separate roof piece for this. Yeah. Like, I feel like it would definitely be workable. You could do something with it. You would have to bring it really high, though. I might bring the pitch down on this, make it a little less, so it's a little easier to work with. I mean, yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it. That's a beautiful shell right there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know about y'all. Let me get another hanging light of some sort. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do that. What if I got this? And put that over this piece. Oh, that's kind of weird. I don't like that. It's not black. I thought it was black. It almost has a bluish tint to it. I could make it red. I'm gonna do it. Are the subtle saucer lights staying? You can remove those. I mean, I could delete them myself before I upload it to the gallery. But if I leave any of the saucer lights, you can move those and delete them. That's just to light up the shell a little bit. I kind of want to get something, because I'm imagining this being a kid's room. So I might grab something that's like a kid toy or something like that. Oh, you know what could be fun is if I were to put a curtain. Also love how this shows up under kids. I guess kids decorations, but it's still kind of funny. Oh wow, that's tall. I want that. I don't want to do that. I don't like the color of that. The black one could be kind of cool. I'm gonna put a curtain on the wall, but no window. And then I am, last but not least, I'm gonna put a counter right there. I'll keep it the same. Why not? Yeah, before the curtain refresh. Only had the kid swatches. I honestly think this is good. I don't know. I want to kind of keep it a little bit more open than last time. I think there's some fun. Maybe I want like one fun, really fun object. Maybe like one thing that's just kind of like a fun thing to do. Oh, let me put base game back on. Sad clown. Put the sad clown picture. I mean, I could. Oh, you already said it. You already said it. I like it. We'll put the sad clown. We'll put him there. I could put him outside. We could put him like right there. Could you imagine if I did that? Why did you put me in the mirror there? Oh my gosh. Okay, I like that. I like the sad clown. Poor tragic clown. I don't think we get any, like... Yeah, the spidery pumpkin stuff isn't going to be base game, unfortunately. Not going to have any good Halloween stuff to put in here. Oh, that was one thing I meant to do too. I meant to get a floor for this area. I like only have flooring right here. I want to get something in this main area. I can't use this because I don't want to assume everyone has this. Because I think that was from the event, right? I like this one. I'm just going to put it here, though. If you want to do something different somewhere else, you can. I'm going to put that there. Yeah, it just shows up at your house to cry. I know I keep saying I'm like almost done, but then I like think of one more thing. We're gonna do that. This is kind of like fall vibes. Maybe we could put this in here somewhere. I'm gonna put that right there by the door. Okay, I think we're done. I think this is chaotic enough. What do we think? Should I upload it? Let me save real quick. Oh yeah, wait. I didn't do the outside. Wait. I do like to put a few things outside too. To make y'all have to work with landscaping a little bit. You can put that like right there. And then I'm gonna grab I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna grab these. I bet a lot of y'all don't use these. I say that. I don't know if you do or not. Y'all thought you were gonna get away with me not doing the outside. Nope. We are doing the outside. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna... I want like a red. Ooh, like something like this. Let me make sure it doesn't clip inside. Put that there. Maybe put one right there. I don't know about y'all, but that's a beautiful bit of landscaping. Maybe rotate it more that way. Might scoot the tree back a little bit more so you have more yard space to work with. Okay. Let me save. I'm gonna get this up on the gallery. Great Genesis, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Let me at least see if I can get better lighting. Yeah, I like that. We'll do this. Okay, should we call it the Tragic Clown Shell? Tragic Clown. Shell. Oh, you know what? Let me really quickly go to the last half-baked shell challenge, and I'm gonna be able to copy and paste my rules in. I'm doing okay, thanks for asking. We're doing our half-baked shell challenge. Santori Salavara. Let me know how to say that correctly, or if you are able to. Thanks for the follow, though. Welcome in. Grab you a mug, fill your cup. Make sure you get your first stream check-in. Let's see here. That's the finished one. Here we go. Yeah, I was like just half-baked challenge 1 last time, but I kind of want to keep it. We'll change the date. Boop. And then Tragic Clown Shell Challenge. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. Tragic Clown Shell. This is the... Okay, don't need this. This is This is the half-baked build challenge. You must finish decorating and furnishing the interior and exterior. You cannot delete or move anything, walls, doors, windows, furniture, clutter, etc. You must keep all items already placed in the build, but you can add anything from any packs. The idea is to take some simple ideas and see where it goes. I don't know why I put it that way. I'm gonna actually put take a half-baked idea and see where it goes. Use the hashtag half-baked clown because that's funny. We'll do half-baked clown, and we will do tours on, let me see the calendar for our usual stream schedule and see how things line up. We have a stream for Thursday, October 30th, the day before Halloween. I might stream on Halloween, but I think if I do stream on Halloween, it would be a different thing altogether. So maybe October 30th. I think that would be enough time. You have a month. I think that's enough time. Does that sound like enough time? And that will be 7 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do tours on October 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cara Marie. I'm in that boat with you. I got a couple of job application rejections yesterday. It was not fun. But yeah, hang in there. Hang in there. A lot of us feel it. Feel it. The Santeri. Santer. Sorry, like I'm gonna try. Santeri Salavara. Santeri Salavara. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay. I'm gonna put this as 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And then it's on the gallery, y'all. Tragic clown shell on the gallery. Let me put this in the chat really quickly. Tragic clown shell challenge is up on the gallery. Put my username. And we'll pin that up there. Oh. Now, I don't need to apologize. I know it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It's going to be what I end up doing starting tomorrow to the end of the week. It's going to be really hardcore focusing on my job search. So... I am genuinely curious, though, to know how to say it correctly. Is the stress on the san? Or is it like Santeri? Or Santeri? Santeri? Or is it san? Is it Santeri? I'm always fascinated by stuff like that. I know in English, like, especially in America, we like to put the stress on, like, is it more on the middle syllables? But sometimes from other countries especially, the stress is like on the first syllable, and we don't speak that way regularly here in the US. It's like, I feel like a lot of people would read that and be like, Santeri, and it's like Santeri. Or Santeri. Okay, we're gonna get into this. I know I've been live for about an hour, but we'll work on this for a little bit, and then I'll get our wheel up, and we'll kind of do a roulette vibe like yesterday. I think it's fun to kind of hop between builds. That way it's just not stagnant working on the same thing. Arctic R. A is like the UN sun. Oh. And Finnish words exclusively have first syllables. Yeah, yeah. That I did know about Finnish words. I didn't recognize that this was Finnish, however, so I guess I'm not very up on that. That's interesting. The A is like the U in sun. So Suntory. Suntory. Is that a little bit closer? I don't know what Rhotic R is. That would be helpful to know too. I know I'm getting a little bit closer. That could be a fun game. Welcome in, Lenny. How you doing? If you're just joining in, I just posted our half-baked shell challenge up on the gallery. It is live, so this is what you have to work with. You cannot move or change swatches of anything inside or outside the lot. So if you want to join in, we're doing the shell tours on October 30th. It's a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you have a month to work on it. I hope it's fun and challenging in a fun way. But this is up on the gallery. We're calling it the tragic shell, tragic clown shell, because we just put a tragic clown in here. Thanks for that suggestion again. That was a good suggestion. That was a funny suggestion. But you just can't move or change anything that's currently existing on the lot as it is. You can definitely add stuff to it if you want to add half walls, balconies, porches, things like that. Perfectly fine. You just can't add exterior walls. It's kind of like the typical shell challenge, just with an added flair. So I'm going to start trying to figure out, I want to figure out the roofing. I think the roof would be the best part to get squared away right off the bat. So we'll figure out something. I don't know exactly what that something will be. Oh, I don't need diagonal. Whoopsies. Not sure if this is going to be the right type of roof that I want here. But I'm going to have to try a few different things because it's a little bit funky. If I clip that in, if I were to bring that forward, that might work. I'm going to try something that I want to get it off my mind. It's like a thought. I want to see what this looks like. I think it's going to be weird if it's that big, but I even like round this out some. I could do this, but like, oh, no, I did not mean to move that. We did something funky like that. Two shifts at your current job, which barely covers gas. Yeah, I'm sorry you're having to go through that. I know how stressful that can be. I have been having to DoorDash and Instacart on the side just to try to not go in the hole too much. I go in the hole every month right now. I don't make enough. So I have been doing the whole Instacart thing. To make up for that just a little bit. But yes, very stressful. I'm sure you're gonna find something though. Okay, I know this is really, really, really weird. I feel like I kind of like the weirdness from it. The problem is that with it over here, this part in the middle, trying to get that to look fine, because I think it's going to be weird if we have the same type of roof piece that just connects in with this, because the style of that is going to look a little odd, I feel like. If we bring this back, it's not going to match the same pitch either. Okay, I really thought it was gonna... Okay, it does look weird from the back. I'd have to fix this part in the back if I were to do that, but I don't think I like that. Okay, I could line it up if I put it right there. To get that to line up, I would have to scoot this over. Let me see. This is a really bizarre roof, but why do I not hate it as much as I thought I would? Like, it's definitely out there. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it, but there's something that's kind of fun with it that I could get on board with. Instacart is great when it's great, but when it's slow, it kills. Yeah, I actually don't get very much from Instacart. I get a lot more from DoorDash. Instacart is not great where I live. I don't hardly get any orders. But DoorDash, like, I get a lot of back-to-back and back-to-back-to-back orders. So it keeps me going a pretty good bit. Why is this, like, so funky, but I like it. I wonder if I could even layer this. What does this look like if I pull it out all the way and get rid of this temporarily? I just want to see. Huh. I don't know what's wrong with me today, y'all. This is not normal. Normally, I would be stressing out and be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This roof is awful. But I've been learning to embrace the funk a little bit. I'm sure I could do a better roof job. Like, I don't need this piece, but I like the weirdness to it. I wonder if... Let me see really quickly. If I were to do something else. I never tried one of these pieces here, but I don't want all the pieces to be facing this way if I did this. I'd rather rotate it the other way if I were going to use this. Yeah, like this looks weird in the front to me like this with this roof piece. I actually don't like this as much. There's a funky roof piece. Ba-doom, boom, boom. Boom, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. I do think I would do this instead. Now, the thing is, though, before I get too into that, I would want a porch here. So let me go ahead and build a porch. I would have a porch there. Okay, let me raise this up on a foundation. just want the porch to be that. So technically, I would need to bring the roof out further, which then I don't like that roof piece, which is what I thought was going to happen. So if I do keep this, bump that over, push this. Yeah, it's not going to work with that. Okay, what if I bring this forward all the way? Ah. Okay. Wait. Really switching gears here. Okay, now I guess technically you could do this if you just wanted to cover it up entirely. I wouldn't consider that cheating. I mean, that's very plausible. I'm gonna copy this and see what this looks like with this roof piece first. See how that looks on the front. Nah, it doesn't look good. Okay. Let me get the hipped roof, and we're gonna put you back here. Okay. Put you there. I don't know. I don't want it that high, I don't think. No. Okay, so we could do that. And then bump this there, put that over, and just do something like this. That's the more normal looking version of it. Make it a little flatter so it's in line. Yeah, I could just do something like this. We'll do something a little more normal. Make mansion in the best way. Yeah, you're able to add platforms. You're able to add. It's kind of like a regular shell challenge, which I don't want to assume like everyone knows what a regular shell challenge is, but usually it's just like literally the external wall and that's it. Except I add in a floor plan and some objects that you just can't move or change the swatch of. So it's just anything that's there already you can't move or touch. But then anything else goes for the most part. You know, technically, if you wanted to, you could add walls on the inside for this type of shell challenge, just like the other shell challenges where you make your own floor plan. Here, I kind of have a floor plan, but I mean, if you wanted to add additional walls, you could add walls on the inside. It's just the outside you can't add full walls to the building itself. You could have a separate structure if you wanted to build a garage or, you know, a hangout space outside or something like that. You could do that. Now that this is more exposed, I might play around. No, that's not going to look good, though. If I bring that out. Okay, never mind. Don't know if I like the shape now, though, is the problem. Let me see. I could do something kind of fun with the curve look to it. Ooh, wait, I kind of like that. It gives it a little extra flair. If I curve that and then bring this in a little, it's gonna make that tricky. Oh yeah, I can't change that one though. I have to leave that one as it is. I didn't think about that. No. Okay, let Let me see. It's like I could cover that up if I raised that up higher, but I can't. Oh, this is part of the other roof. Oh, I could just bring that in then. Wait. Oh, see, we're fine there then. Okay, I could do it a little bit. That's a little too much, but that's again going to that roof piece. Okay, so that has to be there. We're gonna get there. There we go. Okay. I kind of like that. It gives it a little extra something. I'm gonna save. Make it a full-blown maze. Could you imagine someone just like adding walls to make the house a maze? That'd be so funny. Welcome in. Good morning, y'all. Silent JX Frat. J by Frat. Welcome in. JX or J by. So I think I'm going to have my front door be on the front. I was trying to be careful about where I put this because you could definitely still have your front door here. You just enter right into the living space. If you wanted to use this as like a little desk area or library area of some sort, just put some bookcases or something. I was trying to keep it a little bit more multi-functional, but I think I want my entrance here. Oh, also while I'm at it, y'all, we're at 555 on followers. We're at 555. We need to get to 666. Could you imagine? Let me update my command real quick for our challenge command. That way people coming in, you can just use the challenge command. And then they'll know what we're talking about. Sorry, I'll give you 1 second. We called it the tragic clown shell, right? Tragic clown shell. And we did hashtag clown, half-baked clown by October 30th. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, it should work now. Let me see. There we go. I updated that. So anyone coming in questioning what we're doing or anything, it makes it a little bit easier. And then everyone can see the rules and stuff on the gallery too. Okay. Now, I know I don't have to use base game anymore. Oh, wait. What is the... Do we get... No, that's not what I want. But this door is kind of an interesting choice. What's the difference with these? Why are there two? I guess oh, it's the design. We gotta use that one. That one's more the devil looking one, if we were to do that. I think that's kind of fun, and it goes with the shape at the top. That's why I liked it with what I did with the roof pitches. The curvature. That could be kind of fun. Okay. Let's see. So we have these big old windows. I'm gonna put those there. I need to figure out what the external, like, wall is going to be. Oh, I didn't put this back. There we go. I was like, the roof's not right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Leah. That's the only reason I'm using them. That's the thing that I like about these challenges, is it makes me use things that I just never, ever would use otherwise. Where's just the plain stone? Do we not have just stone? I like this. Like, I like the vibe of that. Is there not a ceiling on top of this or something? There is. Okay, it's just the roofing's making it look a little weird. Let me see. Get together. Yeah, we only have the stone, but if it has a baseboard, which is kind of weird. I wish we just had a plain stone swatch. I could do this on the bottom. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm like doing some really interesting things that I normally don't do. I think I want this to maybe be just the stone on the entryway, though. I think that's a really interesting vibe. Whoops. Already thinking of what you're going to put on the bingo card, too. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. I kind of forgot about the bingo aspect of it. It'll be fun, though. Got the hydrate. Thank you so much. And then for roofing... Oh, I'm vibing with that. I like this from Enchanted by Nature. We could do that. And then maybe the for rent trim. Might be a little much, but... I want something like that. Maybe Love Struck. It's a little bit... Oh, it's actually more prominent. I was about to say it's more subtle, but it sticks out further. I thought it didn't, but they don't really have a true black anyway. What does this one look like? Yeah, I don't like that. Or do I? It could be interesting because we have the white trim inside the window. So to have a white trim line, but with the black. I still think I like the other one better, though. Ooh, I like this one a lot. Also from Enchanted. Maybe not do one that's so ornamented. I think if the eaves were up a little bit, or like if the pitch was lowered where the eaves are up higher, I'd like the hanging one a little bit better. But I think with how low it came in front of the windows, I didn't like it as much. Empress Honda, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day? Are you co-work streaming today? Are you co-working? Got really lock in today, so it won't be chatty. No problem. No problem. Rest on Tuesdays because it's heavy meeting days for you. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here so much. I'm doing okay. I am excited for the second day of the streamathon, but I have to really, tomorrow is my day where I have to really lock in and get some work done. Tomorrow and Thursday are going to be heavy days for me. No, I'm not streaming every day for October. No. Although I do think that would be pretty fun, not gonna lie. It would be pretty cool. But we're just doing the streamathon for today, from yesterday to today because of the whole September finale thing that they have going on for Twitch. So that's it. That's it. But yeah, I hope your meetings go well. I hope everything runs smoothly. I hope they get out early or at least on time and they don't run over. Kind of want to try it for November. That'd be fun. I did that in June. I don't think I could do that again. I don't think I could do 2 months streaming every day. Well, I know I could do it, but I think it would take a lot out of me to do that. But man, it would actually be pretty fun time to do a full month stream for October. We could like do lots of spoopy builds. I kind of like this up here. It might be weird to have like a bay window situation on something like this. But I like that a lot, actually. Maybe 1 week leading up to Halloween. I don't think I can commit to that, unfortunately. I just have too much going on right now. I really, really, really got to get a job. So if this was my job, I would do stuff like that way more often. But unfortunately, nowhere near able to do something like that just yet. It is my goal. It is my goal, though. I'd love to be able to do this full time. I want to find another window that complements these. That is just a single tile. And I feel like that might be a little tricky because these are very stylized. But in June, I streamed every single day, and we did a lot of builds, and that was because I did a fundraiser for the Trevor Project. So it was for funsies, but it also had a good meaning to it for me doing it every day. And we raised $1,500, which I was really, really happy about. Y'all did amazingly. Those aren't gonna look quite right. I might... Ooh. I wish those were a little bit more saturated. Like, it was like black. Nah. I'm gonna leave that there. I think, if anything, I can maybe incorporate these somewhere else in the build. The thing is, like, these are so stylized, like the two that I put for the shell challenge, and it's like trying to find something that's similarly styled. I don't want to use just a plain square window, you know, like I feel like that's going to look weird on a house like this in this style that I have going on right now. Those don't honestly look that bad either from Cottage Living. Those are too big. I don't think I've ever used these. Kind of interesting. Ooh. I could use this on either side of that. No, that looks weird. That looks weird. It looks weirder than I thought it would. Like, it matches what we have up here. I wish I could size down windows. That is from Get Together. Maybe I should just look at Get Together windows really quickly and see what I can find from those, because we do have the stained glass ones too. But I don't think we have... Do we have single ones? Let me see real quick. Let's get together. Yeah. Where's it look like if I were to stack these? Because I don't have to have windows on all three pieces. That's actually kind of cool to me. I like that. I like that. I think that's a pretty fun, stylistic thing to do. Okay. Let's get our kitchen laid out a little bit so I can know where best to put windows. So I'm thinking of putting the fridge maybe up against this wall. I don't know which fridge I want to get. Maybe we could use like this. Oh, that's green. Maybe we use Country Kitchen a little bit, which would be, I think, an interesting combination with what we have going on. I want to see how it plays out, at least. And then let me grab these cabinets. And then I can scoot this over a little bit more. I need to remember this one is the one that I have to leave on this wall. So I'm thinking the sink could go here, and then the stove could go over here. Lost Time Machine, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh man, I need to catch up on chat. Thank you, Leah. Thank you so much. Yeah, they provide a lot of great support services for suicide prevention to LGBTQ plus kiddos. And it was extremely important this year, even more so with the fact that the current administration took away the LGBTQ specific suicide national hotline, which really shows how pro-life they are. What? Oop. Oop. Let's see. You know, it could be kind of fun since I have this really red light. I could do red appliances potentially, and that would be a fun little accent color to bring in since I have that red couch over here too. It's not the same shade, but I think, you know, I think it's fine. Gives a little pop of color that's, you know, a little fun here, I think. Yeah, if you squint, you just squint a little bit. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. We do get a red sink. Oh, wait. Do we have any other options? No, it's just that. I'm trying to, not that y'all have to by any means from the name of it, but since we have the tragic clown, it has these colored polka dots behind it. I really think it'd be fun to do some kind of oddities around the house with like some really bright colored objects like this. I don't think I've ever used this sink. I know I've never used this red sink. But I think this could be the house to try and do that in. Hey, Ari, how's it going? Welcome in. How you been doing? Let's see. So I have the layout here. I definitely want a window there. I could probably put a window here. I have to be careful based on the uppers though. So, oh, we do get red uppers. That's a bit of a different style though. I don't think I want to do that. I didn't think about that when I placed these cabinets because now I'm gonna have to mismatch a little bit. Oh wait, no I don't. We do have them. Oh, thank goodness. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Doing okay, making it through, trying to not think about the world or the state of my affairs outside of streaming. Which, speaking of which, I got my mail email this morning, like where they scan your letters and stuff, like your snail mail, and you can see what you're getting. And I have something coming in today from the Department of Taxation from the state of Virginia, and I was like sick at my stomach all morning this morning. I was like, what could this be? What could it be? Like, I filed my taxes like going on 8 months ago. Like, it can't be about that at this point. And I was Googling like why people might get letters. I was freaking out. And then I finally came across an article where apparently our governor mentioned something about tax rebates less than a week ago. And so apparently they're like the tax rebates are supposed to be going out by October 15th, and I think it's that, which means I'm actually getting money potentially. So I'm hoping that that's what it is. And the timing of the announcement being last week, I'm like, please let that be what it is, because I've been freaking out. So I might pause the stream for a second so I can run downstairs and get my mail here in a little bit, because that is like stressing me out mentally, not knowing what in the world I would be getting. But I did feel very relieved whenever I saw that announcement online. Totally off topic, but I can't believe how much that plant grew in the corner. Wait, what? What plant? What plant grew? Oh, wait, my alert thing? Or the follower plant? Yeah, the little follower plant. That thing's it's a little quirky. Like, depending on the goal I set, and this is why I always did it, whenever I first got the little follower plant, I always just made it a goal to get 10 followers each stream. And then it starts kind of empty, and then it has to water, then you get a little sprout, then you get a stem that keeps growing. The problem with that is that I have to go in every single day before I stream and update it manually, because it doesn't detect the followers, and I have to reset it that way. And so I changed it to where it's actually just my Twitch total. But the problem with that is if I have a really small goal, it sees it as overall, right? So it's like if my goal is 560 and I have 550, then it's always going to be just about to bloom, because it's like, oh, you've almost hit your goal. Like you're at 550 out of 560. It would have to be like 0 out of 560 for it to be just the pot. So I'm still like trying to figure out how I want to use it. Sorry, that's a really long explanation for something that's not super important, but I obviously can talk about anything though. So there you have it. That's the full story you didn't know you needed, nor asked for. Time for a wheel. Yeah, I mean, we can spin the wheel here in a second. Currently getting your brunch and first cup of coffee. Nice. But yes, let's all just, you know, say we're getting money. Let's just speak it into existence, right? We're manifesting. I know it's a little weird to have the corner cabinet there. Yeah, no, I don't like that. It's a little too weird for me. It's a little too weird. This is kind of cool looking though. I like how this is coming out. Oh no, you definitely don't apologize. I get off topic all the time. We just vibe here. It's a sim mom. Welcome in, by the way. Thanks for the 3 streams. Of course, anytime. Thank you for asking too. Yeah, it's near dear to us in the community. Definitely so. Okay. So I had a request to do the wheel. So I will last time I will like blast this unless we come back to it eventually. We have a new half-backed. Maybe I'm a little baked right now. We have a half-baked shell challenge. If you want to join in, it is on the gallery. And you can find it by just searching Tragic Clown Shell. Or you can just look up my username, Dr. Sims, on the gallery as well. I have the rules here, but essentially just don't change anything that's already there. It's like a normal Sims shell challenge, except I go ahead and put some objects in that you can't touch. Like you can't change the swatch of them, you can't move them around. You kind of have to work with the few objects that I have in the build. So that's the idea with that. I'm getting a phone call from someone I don't know. So if you want to do that, we are touring them on October 30th. It's on a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right before Halloween. So if you want to hang out with us and tour those, we'll have a bingo card as well to go through the builds and hopefully get a bingo for them. That'll be fun. Bruce, thanks for the 10 bits. Welcome in. How you doing? Okay. Now, I was saying earlier, this is not how I usually build, but I was saying with the Tragic Clown picture, I kind of want to lean into the Tragic Clown aspect with doing some funky things with the build. And I had in the shell challenge, I had this one light that was super red. And I had this red couch and I had this lava flooring. So that's the chaos that we're having to deal with. And I'm wanting to play on that a little bit. So we're going to see what we can do with it. But very much, like, this is not something I would normally use at all. I really like this one. That would look really good. I could do that. What if I did the dark red? Well, I don't want different shades of red, though. That's going to start to look a little meh. I don't want 50 shades of red, you know? Let me see really quickly, too. There might be, like, this... Yeah, it matches the... We might do that instead so it matches the sofa. That's better. Clown Chaos came back to the right. Yeah. We're gonna try to do some fun stuff. I would like to fit a fireplace here. I don't know why I keep clicking on all of the things. Well, I do. My brain is melting after the past 2 days. This one's pretty small from Cozy Kitsch. Like, it can fit in really well. That one's relatively slim. Do, 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 do. Oh, wow. That thing is so big. It's so pretty, though. I really like that fireplace. I need to try to use this more often. Like, that's really pretty. And I don't use it. Now, I could... Not the red. What if we... I need to maybe get a rug so I can figure out another accent color that we can play on. I don't know. The yellow one is somewhat speaking to me. I really like this one though. Let me figure out I need to figure out the flooring too. I'm just gonna carry the same flooring. I might change it in the kitchen because I don't like to have wood flooring in the kitchen, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to get a rug though. I need to figure out something stylistically to work with. What colors? I'm not trying to do red everywhere, but I like that this brings in some blue and orange. It doesn't have to be big either. Let me see something. If I go back to fireplaces, I feel like there is a blue one. Not that. Although that one's not that bad. I'm not opposed to that. And we have the little bookcase right here that we could put something in on either side. This could be fun. I'm just looking at that. Okay. I'm going to try to make this blue work. We're mixing and matching some wood tones though, so it's gonna take a minute, I think, to figure out something that I would like. Let's see if we can figure out a wallpaper to put in here to tie it in a little bit better. Maybe with the paneling, there might be something. What's the difference in that? Oh, it's the blue color that's different. Doom, 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 doom. I need a darker blue. The light blue is not bad. I want something that's closer to this off-white color, though. If I'm going to use blue. Let me see. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. I'm going to try maybe in the wallpaper section. This is what I get for trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm like scrambling. Ew, no, I don't want that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. It's like, I don't hate what I have right now. I think I can make it work. I just don't like how this is white and this is not like stark white. It's not vibing. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of cool looking. I like it with the fireplace, like the design on here, the dark blue on the inside with the little swirlies. It looks kind of cool with that, but it's a similar issue with the white baseboards. Ooh, wait. Wait. Challenge accepted. I'm gonna try to use this. Give me some time to play around with it. I know it looks really weird right now. Just give me some time to cook. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. And if I can't, then I can't. Let me get... Whoops. So now we have purple as well. So we have some blues, purples, and I can tie that in with the red, right? Red, blue, make purple. Like it's, oh, what's the word for it? What's the word in color theory? I can't think of the right word. They're analogous. They're analogous on the color wheel. Let's see. I might leave this separate. I don't know if I want to tie that in. So if I get my little columns, I still don't know like what columns I want. I don't have columns out here. But I could just get the regular, ooh, wait. That could be a vibe. Oh. Wait a second. Let me add a spandrel. What does it look like? I don't get a red with that though. Maybe, does vampires have a red column? I'm gonna get really weird with this house. Like really weird. Oh, it does. I don't know if I like that column though. It's a bit bulky. A little thick. Yes, only 1, 2. I'll stick with black. That's fine. I'll stick with black. That'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was trying to do something a little too crazy, maybe. watching the Gothic Revival video, and when you mentioned the bot, I was like, oh, I'm missing. Wait. When I mentioned the, oh, because the bot was, I think was that when we were talking about being gay? And the bot kept blinking the word gay. This looks so funky, I love it. Thank you. That's the vibe. That's what we're going for. We're striving for the funkiness. We have the tragic clown picture in here, and it's the inspo for the build, so I'm trying to do something a little quirky with it. I do want to try y'all, I really do, with the vampires column. I just want to see for a little bit, and if we can't make it vibe, if it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, so this one doesn't have, oh, I don't want that one anyway. Oh, no, why are you placing there? I don't want you there. If we get like the red, I know it looks weird. I know it looks weird. This is definitely going to be a trust the process build. I cannot stress that enough. This is going to be a trust the process situation. It's still going to look funky in the end. I purposely want it to. Tragic Clown is our inspo, so it has to live up to the funkiness on that. Now, can we actually, for a moment, I know it kind of messes up the windows, but not from the outside. What if we sit the dining space a bit higher? Let me move this. Why do things jump around in this game like that? Now I can't move the table. I have to leave the table where it is, so I might have to put chairs just on these three sides, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's only a 2-bedroom house, so I was picturing a couple and a kid or something like that, so we don't have to worry about that. Let me get a platform trim. But if I want to carry the colors over, I'm really... Oh, wait, no, I don't want it to be like that, though. What about... Needs to be darker. No, they all look the same. Like, no matter what color I pick, they all just look the same. I don't know if we get very great blue swatches. Yeah, we get like nothing that comes up as blue, 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 blue. I think what this place needs is a really subtle fuchsia rug in that dining space, just something really simple and classy. You know, Tony, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. Gee, I don't know. Something like this color. Like we could work with that. We could get the bigger one too. We can get the bigger one. Where is it? Where is the bigger one? There it is. Something like that. Yeah, that's gorgeous. That's absolutely stunning. I don't know how you do it. I'm not going to lie, we need some checkerboard somewhere. I definitely would like to do that. That's why I put the flooring in here like this, and I almost put a checkerboard tile, but decided to not make people have to use that. I came close. I came close to doing it. On the topic of a rug in here, I'll figure that out later. I still need to figure out some other things. So if we put a little, we need our coffee table. We still need to figure that out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want it to be wild, but I don't want it to just be like, just crazy stuff everywhere. I get it's fun. It's not quite the right shade of blue. I'm not opposed to checkerboard stuff, though. I'm gonna see. I want to play around with some options here. Oh, movie hangout could be kind of fun. Can't really size that down, though, with the mirror glass top. Nah, I'm not really feeling that. I think the coffee table needs to be a pretty solid, just neutral color to ground the space a little bit, because I don't want it to be funk on top of funk on top of funk. Funk with something normal with funk on top of that is more what I'm going for, if that makes sense. That at least brings the color in from the fireplace, which I like. This is making me think of the pink Victorian in the basement, if you remember the coffee table debacle. The coffee table debacle, where I kept changing, do I want brown or do I want this off-white color? And I couldn't make up my mind. I think it was this coffee table. The funk. Right. Exactly. Precisely. Okay, so we have this. I would like to maybe try... It's a little weird because we have the red stained glass windows in the dining area, but I'd like to maybe try to tie this purpley color in a little bit in the dining space with the wallpaper, or at least the rug. Maybe the rug would be a better option to do that with. It needs to be a nice soft purple though. It's not like in your face purple. It's not saturated. And that's the problem we have with this game sometimes, is they like to give us a lot of saturated swatches for things. Or curtains. Yeah, that's true too. We could try to find a curtain that would work really well in this window to bring that in. That's a good suggestion. The fuchsia rug, however, oh, look, fuchsia curtains. Is that what you're talking about, Steffi? Something like this? Ba-dum. Low key, that's actually a really similar color swatch, but that's not at all what we need. I need something that's a little bit... I don't like the design on that, but I do like the color. Not on that one, though. Like this. Be interesting. I need to get the right size. Yeah, we're not really hitting it with the purple, are we? I'm not looking forward to the purple mansion, y'all. I am, but I'm not. But we have a while to get there. The orange one's going to be the next one we start. We're going to start orange in our rainbow series. Yeah, all of these are like too bright and vivid. I need muted tones. I need a muted purple. Not seeing anything for that. Let's go to wallpapers. Yeah, I have a rainbow series. We wrapped up the yellow. The yellow was the first part of it. So we have a completely, entirely yellow mansion where I used objects that were tagged as yellow in the game. So really, really huge house. But that's up on the gallery. I called it the Sunbeam Mansion. Let's see. Don't have really great options with paint. Let me see everything. Wait, is my purple? Oh, it's not. I was like, what? I mean, I know the game's broken and doesn't tag things correctly, but I didn't think it was that broken. Ooh. I don't like the little wainscoting on the bottom of that, though. I like the wallpaper on the top. It's very faint. That could be interesting. Man, I really, really want to try to do something. This game is not going to allow me to try. Oh, that's a bit funky. I like the shade of this, but I don't like the light brown at the top. I don't get why we can't get a dark color. So essentially nothing is working out for us on this, is it? Might have to let my purple dreams go. Can still be a hint there, though. It's not a big deal. You know what I could try to do in the kitchen that would be a bit interesting? I need to put windows. I need to put windows around this. I'm not going to be able to put windows here. I could try the new backsplash object from Enchanted by Nature. This right here. There's also a more purpley swatch, but I like the blue because it has a little hint of purple in it. This could be a little interesting. Just make it like a tile. We'll be back soon. Need to get food. No problem. Last Uber delivery took too long, so off to the shops. I think you were in stream while you were waiting for your food, right? Was that you? I remember someone doing that. Over an hour to get, yeah. That is nuts. I definitely had issues with getting my food before. It was not fun. And it was like significantly long time at times to get my food. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I love how I'm going ahead and putting all of this, even though I'm not even sure this is what I want to do. But here we are. Oh, we got a stretch break. Thank you for that. Can do a little stretch break. Let me check to make sure I didn't misplace. Yep, see, I knew that was bound to happen. Misplace that. I feel like I like this. Like I think it works together with the blue and purple. And then we have the red accents. So I like this. And then what I can do is in the dining space, we can kind of ground it with just a dark paneling or something between the two. I think it's going to look really cool. I love the new place for the most part. The main thing is that I can hear people a bit more easily above me, like walking, which I don't like, but my neighbors are way quieter. I don't have to deal with that. When I first moved in here, the neighbor over here that I shared this wall with, extremely loud, like had a sound system and everything, and the front office called me. It was like, hey, I know it's been a couple of weeks. How are things going? And I was like, they're fine, except this one thing with my neighbor. Have you ever gotten noise complaints from them? And she's like, let me check real quick. And she came back and she's like, they're actually moving out in a few days. I was like, oh, thank God. Because it was bad. But the people who moved in now, like, I don't hear them at all. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, no street noise whatsoever. I do not have to put up with that here. So it's way better. I'd much rather have to put up with the person walking above me than all the other stuff. And what sucks is that I toured the unit I have, it's in 2 different stacks. And I toured the other stack, but the top floor in that one. And I really wanted that one. It was the same price, actually, as this one. But the timeline didn't match up well. They couldn't hold it long enough for me because it was available immediately. And my move out date was too far back. And I was not going to spend more money to do double rent. I already had to pay double rent a little bit with the overlap. Here and at my old place. And so I was like, well, dang. And but this one was available in the other stack, and it's the 3rd floor, so oh well, it is what it is. But it would have been nice to have the vaulted ceilings and not have to worry about people above me. But not a big deal. Yeah, no more music wars. No more music wars. I was so happy to move out of that place. Good stretch break. So far, we have 1 hour and 31 minutes left to go. Razula, welcome back. We are doing a streamathon. If you follow, it adds 6 minutes. Viewers add 30 seconds as they come in. And then subs also add time, but don't feel pressured to do that. And then on top of it all, we have some fun redemptions. I don't think we have hit the target for a new one yet. How much? We have 1.5 hours left. 7. So that would be what, like 1.5 hours would be 10:50. Yeah. We haven't hit enough yet. Went to Costco and I fear I shall never financially recover. That's how I always am when I go to Costco. It's like, you just have to remember you save money in the long run for the most part. It's like you have to pay way more up front. Oh, me. Thank you for the stretch break. Okay, let me get my paneling, and I think I'd want to maybe try to do a different flooring in the kitchen too. Also, can I do what I did in the other one? I wonder if I'm able to If I bring that around town, like this, and then I'm gonna do like a custom tile situation. Bam. Very minute detail here. There we go. Just to change it up a little bit. It is a dangerous place. It definitely is. I don't think this style is going to work, but I just want to see what a dark panel... Oh, we don't get the black... Oh, yeah, we do. Like, I don't know if I want to do black. I don't really like the look of that. I don't think I like that. You know what? What if I went a little crazy and did white? I'm not going to stick with this wallpaper. I'm just trying to see color-wise what it would look like. I don't think a paneling like that's going to work well. We'd have to do something less ornate like this. Or that. Ooh, see, like, I think that's a vibe. Let's see. I'm gonna get a chair. Need to figure out our chairs. It's always fun to like get out of your comfort zone and try some funky things. What swatches do we have with this? I mean, it might be a little out there, but I mean, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. No, a little bit of Lexus. Let's see, if I were to do, I like how small these chairs are. I don't know though. I don't think that's quite the vibe. It doesn't match the table. I need something that's a little more traditional looking from the table. Oh, wait. What colors does this come in? Oh, it's just like basic neutrals. Okay. Love the reference. I love me some Schitt's Creek. Ba-da-da-dum. Ooh, I could get like the big old fancy chairs from Vampires. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, wait. I know, like, they're really big for the table, but Vampires has the other chairs, too, which I'm assuming will be in the same swatch, but that is not always true. Oh, yeah, I pulled that earlier. Yeah, of course it's not in the same swatch. Wait. Oh, wait. This could go with the table. With the white. Oh, that's kind of like a fun, funky. That's a fun key, you know? Like, I think that's pretty cool. The white pops off the black so cleanly. Just fold it in. Fold it in the cheese, David. You just fold it in. What does that mean? You just fold it in. Okay. We are definitely getting into the funk here. Just rewatched that one last week. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know if I want to use Vampire's Lighting, though. I'm not trying to go, like, gothic energy full on as far as, like, the style of the lights and such. Because we have, like, these more modern looking lights there. We could go a little on the gaudy side, though, if we wanted to do something like this. Okay, I'm having fun with this one. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Okay, I want to figure out the flooring in here. Because I do like putting tile in my kitchens. If y'all are just tuning in, we do have this as a shell challenge. It's a half-baked shell challenge, and it's on the gallery if you want to participate. We're going to tour them on October 30th. It's on a Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's the day before Halloween. So you'd have a month to do it. Just make sure you upload it with the hashtag halfbakedclown. So it's our half-baked shell challenge, which means it comes with some objects outside and inside that you cannot move or change the swatch of. You have to use what's given to you and work around it. So the rules of a regular shell challenge apply, but then it's like an added layer of a design element to where you have to work with that. The only exception, I forgot to change the swatch of the roof, so you can change the shingles here if you want to. But I only provided one piece of the roof, so you cannot move that roof piece or change it. You can't change anything about it. So it's just like an added layer to the challenge. So half-baked idea. I'd love to have you join in. We like seeing what people end up doing. It's pretty fun. I don't know if this is what I'd want to do, but I'm curious. I'd probably go ahead and pull this through right there. No, I don't like that. Oh, I hate that with the backsplash. What was I thinking? Oh. Oh, I need to fix that. I don't think I want that. That's a little much. Maybe the black swatch, though, in all honesty, could be fun to do. Where's that swatch? No, it's too orange. That's pretty fun, and it's like an optical illusion almost, in a way. Like, I'm getting almost like the, you know, with the black and white things with the stripes and stuff where it looks like the lines are crooked or whatnot. That's what this does for me. That could be fun with going with the tragic clown theme to have something like that. Is it weird? Yes, but it is kind of like an optical illusion. I might play with that. Dragonfly, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the 26 streams. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, we have a blue. Oh no, I hate that. That hurt my eyes. Oh, we have that one too, but yeah, I don't like that. Oh, I missed a spot. Oops. I think we're good. We're leaning into the funk. Now we have this wall here. Maybe what I could do is this. Oh, I gotta fix my columns. I got rid of my columns. I could put the paneling on that wall too. Oh, no, it just put them on the outside. Let me move these. Thank goodness you noticed that tile. I mean, y'all could always just point it out to me. I'm not gonna see everything. Okay. I think that's how I want this to go. I could bump this over. I think, oh, it would have to go here. Yeah, I don't want it to cut off there. I'll bring it over to that. I don't know. It's gonna look weird though having that go off the edge, I feel like. Let me see what this looks like. Actually, I do think, I don't mind it being off right there. I think I do like it being more tucked in. Like that. Okay. Now we're getting our funky vibes in. I like this. Yes, the funk. The funk. Yeah, we want the funk. Now, one thing that could be fun is the fact that we have these polka dots. We do have that polka dot wallpaper. I don't know where in the world we would put it. Because honestly, I don't think it would look great anywhere except maybe the kid's bedroom. But we have the lava floor. So I'm kind of like, we can't put the polka dots with that. That's going to look really bad. And I don't even see it right now. Where is the polka dot? Oh, this is what I was thinking of. Like, we can't do that. That's not going to look good. Okay, low key, that actually doesn't look that bad. I'm not going to do it. I'm not looking to go that nuts, but the color schemes kind of work with that. I see why it's named. Yeah, we have our tragic clown in here. We have our sad clown. So that is why it's named what it is named. I mean, we could do an accent wall with it. Welcome in, Juliet. Juliet. Why can I not speak tonight? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, the brain melt is real. The streamathon has gotten to me. 2 days of this is 2 days too many for my brain. You're great. Awesome. I loaded in the shell and it crashed. Oh, really? I don't know why it would crash. I mean, it doesn't have that much in it. I hate this like lull with the music. It always comes at the worst times. Come on, Sims, play the music. Play the music. Play it now. We need music. Give me the music. I don't know what I want in this entryway, like wallpaper-wise. I could bring the same paneling in. That's a lot of black. I don't mind it. I just got to figure out what else I could do to bring some pops of color in. We'll definitely have a table here. I almost want to jokingly get the life and death. What is it? The like memorial table thing. This for the tragic clown. Could size it down and fit it in right here. He's crying over something, so maybe his balloon animal died. Yeah, the game said nope. Don't even try. Thank you so much. This is a funky little house. It's our shell challenge right now that we have going on. So we're figuring it out as we go, but it's the tragic clown shell. So if y'all want to participate, you can get on the gallery. We're going to be doing tours on the 30th. So day before Halloween, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be a good time. Be a good time. You bought another mug? Oh, you have to put it in the Discord. You can't say you bought a mug and then not tell us what it is or show us what it is. You know, that's all I'm saying. Mystical Moodlet. Ooh, I like that name. Mystical Moodlet. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I might want to put this in here. I like the color scheme with that, with the oranges and reds. I'm just going to set that in there for right now so I don't forget. I got to remember the things that I can't touch. So I can't move the light. I can't move the rug. That has to stay, which isn't that big of a deal. Maybe I can get the coat rack and the umbrellas. Really quickly, with Grange Mudroom, what could I put in here? What would fit okay? Most of the furniture is going to be too long. All of these. I could put like the cabinet. The thing is though, this is like more modern and that's not what we have style-wise with the furniture pieces. So I don't think Grange Mudroom is going to really go with the energy on that. We could put like the little shelf. Like that would be fine. This is fine, but I don't really want this necessarily. How does this look stacked? Yeah, it doesn't stack very well. I mean, you could do it. I have to alt place it. Kind of a little entryway like that. Oh, me. Can't say any longer. Good night. Oh, good night. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Or like all day. The past couple of days. Hope you get some good sleep. Get some good sleep. Get a good start to your day tomorrow. Someone who's going to follow a floor plan, what would be a tip that you would give them? Someone who is going to follow a floor plan, what would be a tip you would give them? By follow a floor plan, what do you mean exactly to that? Are you talking about like if you're copying a floor plan in The Sims from like a real life floor plan? I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this. I don't even know if I want to do it. I do like the look of that, though. Having a little cupboard space right there. I mean, we do get it in red. I like the pop off the black. That's fun. Yeah, I would just say that generally what I do is get the general shape laid out. I prefer to make it a little bit bigger than what I think it should be. And then if it's a multi-floor, I would figure out the layout of the top floor first with the roof. Put the roof on to fit the pieces and see how it works well. It depends on the style of the house and everything. But like sometimes whenever you have the top floor, it's not going to fit within the roof structure. For instance, like our Maplecroft mansion, for instance, is technically a 3-floor home, but I'm only doing the first 2 floors because the way that the floor plan is on the second floor with the roof pieces, I can't put a 3rd floor because the walls stick out, and I can't make the house super wide because then it just looks really, really bad. So I would say lay out the general shape of the floors from the outside shell, the shell of the house, then start the floor plan on the second floor first. Don't do the floor plan on the first floor or the top floor, topmost floor, and get your roof pieces on and then go from there. So you don't have to like redo the shapes of things or drag things in or out to make it work. That would be my biggest tip. But it just depends on how complicated the floor plan is in the house, how big it is. If it's small, then you don't really have to worry about that as much. Oh, that even has blue with it. That's perfect. I could put the shoes in here. It's a little weird, but not. Oh, those kind of look like clown shoes. Should I size them up? Wait a second. What if I size these up like to make them look like clown shoes somewhat? I would want them to be red, but it looks a little silly to have the red on red. I'll leave that. I'll make these blue. I'm gonna try not to overthink it too much. We could put our little bag up here. Okay, this is kind of cute. I think it's working fine. Maybe I could size this down. Put that there. Let's switch these around. That was a little too much. Oh. Angel, is it Chappelle or Chapel? Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you being here. How are you doing? Oh, whoops. Move that. I'm gonna scale this down just a little. See how far down. Okay, needs to scale down a little bit more. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Just keep saying the same tone over and over again. Wow wow wow. I like the look of that. So we got our clown shoes here. Have our little rain boots down there. I want to scoot this over. Oh, well, let me pull this out really quickly. Put that there as a temporary placeholder. And then that one, because it's obnoxious. I don't like this game. Put that there. And do that. Taking the kids, the house and the furries, this is your only disclaimer. Let's see. Grange mudroom. Show all. Maybe you could put some mail up here too. Boop. Pull that off. Suggest a poll. Vote who will sub next in another stretch goal. I don't know how I can pull that. I don't have options to put. What do you mean? Vote who will sub next, hit another stretch goal. I have to put options for the poll. I can't force people to sub. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that. You want to suggest a different poll? Like something just more fun, oriented, just for funsies? Let's see. I shouldn't be cluttering right now. I don't know why I'm cluttering. I'm not supposed to be cluttering. Okay, I'm gonna save.